Hey guys, what's going on? This is Wednesday with Dan with Trans Youth Channel. I really like this topic. It's advice for those trans guys and girls who are still in the closet. I have a lot of advice to give for that one because I was in the closet for years. I mean, now I'm out to everybody. You know, obviously I just live as male, and anyone who sees me other than that, they're wrong. What happened, I was in the closet my whole life, and I was so miserable going through grammar school and high school and college even. I was just unhappy, and I knew inside of me that there was something wrong. And then once I realized I was transgender, I was afraid to come out. I'm like, no one's going to accept this. What if people hate me? You know, what if this, what if that? But when it boils down to, who cares? There's no what if. I mean, you really have to, I feel like the only way to be happy is to be true to yourself. When you're lying to everyone else about who you are, you're technically just lying to yourself anyway, because who cares if no one accepts you? Then you don't need those people in your life. And I mean, like, my family doesn't accept me. A few of them do now, but in the beginning, nobody did, not even my own parents. But I mean, I don't really talk to my family anymore. It's terrible. However, losing people, the pain from that doesn't compare to the pain that I felt when I was lying about my own identity. I'd rather be open and myself and deal with that than live a lie. The happiness you feel when you come out, it's just amazing. It's amazing that I can love my body and like myself, and just, hey, you don't like me? You don't accept this? You don't accept me then. I mean, I'm not doing anything. I'm just telling you that this is who I am. You can't accept that. I mean, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for people to come out. I started to come out real slow. I first told a few people that weren't close to me. I just told a couple of coworkers, and just to see how they handled that. And surprisingly, a lot of them were cool with it. They were like, oh, I figured that. I mean, no one was really shocked. The ones that were like, ew, that's gross. Okay, I mean, I don't talk to them anymore. Then I don't need that stuff. Then when I started to come out to my family, hell broke loose. And it was painful, it was hard, but it passes. It gets over with, and then you live the rest of your life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna live the rest of my life as a guy, and I wish I could go back 10 years ago when I was in high school and just come out then. And the brief time that you have to deal with the grief and the loss and the emotional distress over your friends and family, like I said, it's terrible, but it will pass. I mean, and those people that won't ever get over it, you don't really want those people around you to begin with. The people that love you will eventually come around. My mom at first didn't like it, but my mom's my best friend, and she accepts it now. She still doesn't really it still kind of bothers her, but she respects me, she loves me. She tries to use the pronouns around me. My extended family doesn't talk to me. Like I said, I don't get invited to family gatherings anymore, but just being happy in my own skin is a better feeling than having to be around my family and those events in this strange identity that's not my own. That to me is more painful, and I think that I didn't know that, until I came out. I was always just so miserable, but now that I'm out and I look back, I realize I was so miserable and depressed because I wasn't out. I think the whole thing is really stupid, because I feel like you shouldn't have to be coming out as anything, as trans or gay. I mean, that's just a part of who you are. That's just a part of who I am and who anyone else is. I mean, why should it be such a big deal? And now, depending on what you want to do, for me, hormones and stuff, it's making me so happy, and I just walk down the street and I pass as just a male, and who is anyone to judge you on who you are? So my advice is to come out. I mean, I think you'll be so much happier in the end, and you could filter the people in and out of your life that don't accept you. Friends, who gives, if they don't accept you, then what kind of friend is that you'd want in your life? Family will get over it eventually. If they don't, I'm sorry, but it's not any worse than having to be stuck in the wrong identity. The problem with the world today is everybody and the whole world. So, yeah, I truly believe from experience that coming out will bring you inner happiness from the core. You know what I mean? Like, everything sucks a little more when you're depressed, when you're just unhappy with yourself. Just gotta like push through it. It's like a band-aid, you know what I mean? You have to just rip it off. It's gonna hurt a little bit in the beginning, but in the long run, like, that's it. You don't have to go through it anymore. You only have to come out once, you know what I mean? It's not like you have to do it every year. If in a year from now, in 2 years from now, in 10 years from now, my family still doesn't want to talk to me, it's just really silly. It's just so silly. I don't... Like, why? So if anyone has any questions for me, comments or concerns, please just let me know. And I'll be more than happy to talk to anybody about it. So, that's it. That's everything. Have a great day, guys. This week's topic is Thanksgiving, holidays and stuff. Back in the day, like when I was a kid, it was fine. But then I started, becoming myself.